Like Prahlada of Puranic fame, Nagmahashaya was not of a playful nature from his childhood, but to satisfy his friends, he used to play at games. But never would he tell a lie, even in play or in fun. His love for truth was so great that if any one of his friends uttered a lie, he would no longer took upon him as a friend. If there arose any dispute among his playmates, he used to take upon himself the task of an umpire and decided the matter so judiciously that all were satisfied and looked upon him as their leader. From his very infancy, he was able to attract all persons, young and old, by his amiable disposition. After his mother's death, Nagmahashaya was for a few years under the loving care of his aunt. As he grew up, his thirst for knowledge increased. In those days, there were not so many schools as there are at present in Bengal. There was only one vernacular school in Narayanganj. Nagmahashaya began his education there. But he could not advance further than the third standard, that being the highest class in the school. So he became very sad, and when his father came home next during the Durga Puja time, he expressed an earnest desire to continue his studies at Calcutta. But owing to the straitened circumstances of the family, he was not allowed to do so. This had a depressing influence upon him. He banished all hopes of prosecuting his studies at Calcutta and searched for a new school in his own district. Somehow he came to know that there were several schools in Dhaka, but Dhaka being at distance of 10 miles from Narayanganj, to attend any school there, he would have to walk to and fro 20 miles daily. So the aunt was against the proposal. His other friends also advised him not to go there, but he was inexorable. Next morning, without informing anybody, he set out for Dhaka, having provided himself with only a handful of puffed rice for the day's repast. The whole day was spent in searching for schools. He came home in the evening after finding a Bengali school of his choice. It was quite dark when he reached home. In the meantime, the aunt had been searching for him from place to place in the neighboring villages. She was overwhelmed with joy when he saw him return. First, she served him a meal with great affection and care, and then asked him the cause of his disappearance during the day. Nagmahashaya disclosed everything to her and said, "I have made up my mind to go to Dhaka for my study from tomorrow onwards. You will have to cook me meals by 8 o'clock in the morning." Seeing his eagerness, the aunt said, "God bless you. There shall be no difficulty." The next morning, Nagmahashaya started for Dhaka and got himself admitted into the normal school. Here he studied for 15 months. During the whole period, he was absent only for 2 days. Rain, sunshine, and cold passed over his head equally from day to day, and nothing could thwart his indomitable perseverance. But owing to the great exertion and continuous strain, his health broke down. Referring to these days, he used to say, I never felt the least tired when I used to go to Dhaka, for I had a shortcut through the forest. On any day, if I happened to feel hungry on my way back, I used to buy a piece worth of puffed rice, which was quite enough for munching on the way.